Hello everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. I apologize for the cricket in the background. He's come back to torment me. I've been trying to find the thing, but he just keeps eluding me. Anyway, before we get on, I'm going to pull up this menu. I'm actually going to do this real quick, because I forgot to do it. I keep hitting restore default. I keep forgetting to turn that off. Alright, so I'm going to keep this pause for a little bit while talking a little bit about a few things first. So first and foremost, I've decided how I'm going to do the roles going forward in Baldur's Gate. Me and my friend have been playing this a lot lately, and we're getting close to Act 3. Now we save scum a lot because it's me and him, we're just having fun type of thing. I decided that I'm going to do a little bit of a handicap with you guys. Basically, it goes like this. Inspiration points. These are ways in which we can re-roll saves. Or re-roll dice rolls. I'm not going to save scum those dice rolls, but I will use the inspiration points to re-roll if I need to. The only other time outside of inspiration points where I will reload a previous save file is if I die. Or if I come across a glitch I need to reload. Other than that, we are going to accept the roll of the dice. Now, with that being said, since nat 20s are considered a critical success and you can guarantee win every single one of them, I'm going to do that with nat 1s. If I roll a nat 1, I can't use an inspiration point to re-roll it. So we have to accept any fate if it is a critical failure. Period. Which is going to be fun. I'm sure that's going to help me in the future. But, yeah, that's going to be the case with that. So keep that in mind. As for other Let's Plays real quickly. I have been uploading this in pairs of 2. That's going to change probably next week with the release of Phantom Liberty for Cyberpunk 2077. Thursday is going to be replaced with that like it was last time, like when I was releasing Cyberpunk then. So hope you're looking forward to that, because I know I am. I'm going to be respecing my character off screen when the patch drops that gives the new build. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've been missing Night City. So, should be interesting. After Cyberpunk, I will be going back to Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor after that. So if you're looking forward to some more Jedi stuff, it's coming back. It's just, we're going to be doing a little bit of stuff in between. So keep that in mind. I have seen the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth trailer. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be playing the hell out of it. And because I have Intergrade and main game DLC, we will be getting some bonus stuff that is announced in the pre-order menu. Basically, if you pre-order the game, or if you get the game, if you have a save file from the first game as well as Intergrade, you get summons that are from both games. One is Leviathan from the base game, the other is Rama from Intergrade. So, looking forward to that. On to something else real quickly. This is important. I got a request from a longtime viewer named Brian Smith. He is I love seeing your comments, mate. I really do. It was his birthday last week, and I'd already recorded that week's sets, so I couldn't do his request until today. He mentioned that I don't usually do shoutouts. This is true. Normally I don't do shoutouts. This is in regard to a philosophy of mine. I don't like giving shoutouts for channels or products purely because I don't know the individuals or the company associated with it. It's one of the reasons why you don't see me doing paid reads for Diet Coke or stuff like that. Mostly because, you know, they don't contact me, and it's the reason why you don't see me do Raid Shadow reads, because that's the YouTuber thing. I don't know the company, I don't know the product, I won't support it unless I know it and or use it. So keep that in mind, that's the reason why I do that. I don't mind giving shout out to viewers though. Like, hey, I saw your comment. Way to go, man. I do all the time for Handsome Jack because he is another constant commenter. So keep that in mind. I do shout outs, just not for business purposes or anything like that. But he did have a request for his birthday. He wanted me to read a passage from my book. So I'm like, alright, sure, why not? We have Mahina here. I'm going to read a passage from her book, because that's going to be fun. If you want to skip ahead, when I close out this menu, just, do the seek bar, I will drop out of there. But if you want to read it, feel free to. Or listen to it, feel free to. So this is a happy birthday to Brian Smith for years of support, and I'm going to read a segment of my book. It is a few pages long. It is early in the game, or early in the story. I have the story divided into 4 segments. This is nearing the end of the first segment. It doesn't have very major spoilers in terms of the major story, but is a way I use to set up the theme going forward. So, the basic premise of where we're at in this book. Mahina, with her faithful traveling companion, Arthurthul, I can't pronounce it properly. It's an old Nordic name. Have arrived in the village of Haven. Haven is a trading post city, and they found that it has been abandoned. Arthurthul, Al for short, realizes something's going on and has left. Mahina is currently locked inside of a shop, and was told explicitly by Al not to open the door unless he knocks 3 times on the door. So, here we go. Thump. The sound of heavy boots landing on the solid wood echoed throughout the shop. The sudden sound caused Mahina to sit up and stare at the door with her eyes wide in fear. Calm yourself, Mahina. It must be Arthurthul returning. He said it would take some time, she thought to herself, her hands over her mouth to prevent any other sounds from escaping. The sounds continued across the floorboards outside. Each step was heavy and purposeful, not attempting to be silent in the slightest. They only stopped at the entrance of the door, the shadow of the owner cast across the narrow gap beneath the doorframe. Mahina could hear her heart pounding in her chest as she slowly stood up from behind the counter and made her way towards the door. Each and every footstep she made caused a loud creak to echo throughout the room. Arthurthul, is that you? Mahina asked lightly. Mahina, let me in. Arthurthul's voice responded from the other side of the door, almost as quiet as she was. A sigh of relief escaped Mahina's lips as she moved towards the door quickly, thankful that he was finally back. However, as she approached the door, the bag Arthurthul had hung over the door caught Mahina's attention. It still hung there, not moving or swaying on the blade, and Mahina recalled Arthurthul's words. What did you find? Anything to explain what has happened here? Mahina asked, slowing down her movement till she was a good 5 feet from the door. I can tell you when I'm inside. Let me in, Arthurthul said again. Shadow behind the door seemed to be rocking from side to side now. Something inside Mahina twisted at the sound of Arthurthul's voice. Something seemed off about it. She couldn't place what it was, though. She was certain it was his voice, but it seemed wrong. You told me you would knock when you came back. Why did you change your mind? Mahina asked Arthurthul, starting to take a step back from the door. Are you joking, Mahina? Let me in. This isn't the time... This isn't the time to be stuck up on knocks, Arthurthul said, a fist slamming against the door from the other side. Mahina jumped at the sudden noise, taking another step back. How many knocks did you say you would make? She asked, knocking over a box of wooden slates as she backed up further. How many? Let me in, Arthurthul shouted again, slamming another fist on the door. Mahina quickly retreated behind the counter as she fled from the sounds, wanting to put as much distance as she could from the door and herself. Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! the voice continued to scream, pounding on the door with each demand. As the figure continued to scream, a secondary voice could be heard underneath Arthur's voice. It was higher pitched, but had a gravelly tone to it, as if whatever it was had swallowed nothing but rocks and dirt. Closing her eyes shut, clamping her hands over her ears, Mahina huddled down behind the counter and tried to close out the sounds of the figure. It did little to help, as the voice seemed to creep into her very mind and shout within her own head. Each pounding brought the voice deeper and deeper into her mind as she tried to fight back tears of fear. The voice disappeared in an instant, and the sudden silence terrified Mahina as she slowly pressed herself against the wall behind. It was then, just next to her ear, she heard a scratching sound. It was like a mouse clawing at the wall from the other side, or fingernails clawing just inches from her. Mahina jumped at the sound, nearly falling over the counter in her bid to get away, when the voice came back. This time, however, she couldn't place the source of the voice, as it seemed to come from every wall, every wall, window, and crack that made up the building. "We see you, little elf. Let us in. We only want to play with you. We're so hungry. Feed us. Feed us. Feed us." The voices began to scream, pounding coming from everywhere in the shop, and it felt like the whole building threatened to collapse in on her. Mahina closed her eyes tightly once more, her hands clasping over her ears to try and block out any sound, before curling into a small ball on the ground, waiting for something to break, and whatever it was outside to come for her, or to claim her. "Harthaful, please help me," Mahina said meekly, though deep down she dreaded that whatever was outside the door had killed him and stolen his voice to torment her. A strange sound hit Mahina's ears, covered as they were. It was a wet meating sound, similar to when a butcher cuts through meat, which was almost instantly followed by a heavy thud of iron against wood. The banging had stopped, as had the screaming, and only the sound of silence filled the space. And there you go. That is my passage from the book. I hope it got you interested in the book. It is a scene that is mostly supposed to build up fear and basically make people interested in what the hell's going on. So, I hope you look forward to it. Either way, let us go! Alright, what we got to do? No. Where are we at? Find a cure, don't need that. Embrace your potential, can't do that. Can't do that. Meet with Kaga, that's right. Let's go! So yeah, and this is the character that Mahina is based after. Bear in mind, Mahina in the book is a lot more slender, strictly due to the fact that she is not a warrior, she is a scribe. So yeah. Anyway, happy birthday, Brian! I hope you enjoyed the passage, and as well for everyone else, I hope you enjoyed it as well, because I really like writing that book. Did I go over here? I did. By the way, you may see the controller jerking slightly like this. That's literally due to my controller being crap. My other one's charging.
I'm sorry. Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a
what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. Girl? You mean parasite?
She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks.
Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. I hear the Tree Father's spirit in your words. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Man, fuck that snake. Ugh.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. I am First Druid now. I protect the Circle, whatever the cost. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to the Tiefling leader. Zevlor, he's called. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
She is a monumental bitch. Alright, let's go in here real quick. Easy to miss a little side quest over here. Alright. Open. Lockpick.
Don't give me trouble now.
That's easy enough. Oh yeah. Alright, I want half-torn note.
Carefully now.
Alright. Howdy. Hey, pupper. Do I have any animal speak? I do.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts? No, wait. You smell fresh. Safe. You can stay, if you must.
I love wolves. They're so good. They're such good boys. And girls. Such good doggos. Alright, you.
I see you. Just give me a moment. A moment. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. A tadpole. A Mindflayer Tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be
Yeah.
quick. This way.
Oh. Come on.
There's something in there.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Rather too common as of late. At least that's what Master Halsin suspected. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things, studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I'd like to keep an eye on things, thanks.
All right. Let's see what we can do. Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events? Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A Mindflayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. Swear it. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a Mindflayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of Mindflayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from Mindflayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Yeah, of course, of course.
At a time, Nettie. Come on.
Alright.
Why then poison?
Just go. Okay, okay.
To keep it that way.
Better a quick draft than ceramorphosis, nonetheless.
So, I kind of wanted to do a bunch of the side quests off screen, but as I've been progressing in story,
In case things start to go very
a
wrong.
lot of the side quests actually tie together into the main story. So I'm just kind of like, fuck. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. This is going to be a long Let's Play.
It's not the time.
Should be interesting though. As a side note, by the way, I'm not going to do it because it's tricky. If you manage to steal the idol and give it to Mole, the tiefling girl, you can actually get a ring of protection, which gives you a +1 AC, a +1 to your saving throws. The problem is if you are caught, or if anything is caught, or if anything happens, pretty much, it's very easy to happen. The druids will attack the tieflings, and we don't want that.
You there! Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
So, I mentioned that I don't know a lot of D&D or Baldur's Gate lore or Neverwinter lore. My friend mentions, though, that apparently Volo here is a very well-known character in the series. So, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins? Uh-huh. I've always preferred experience to the second-hand accounts of lesser men. But to each their own. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
Oh, never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket?
Until we meet again.
Potion of invisibility are great. Do I have? I don't yet. Alright, cool. No, I did the quest for it already, didn't I? Yeah, I did. The whole... Well, did I? While we're here, might as well check.
It's still rough.
Okay, yeah. Oh, righty then. That was, damn. I'm sorry it took so long, but, this is probably going to be a relatively short set of us actually getting anything done.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us.
You
ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
She's cute. Alright, and we got Chromia's Locket, which gives us Dancing Light. Nice. And Gale can absorb it. Cool. I'm not sure if we got to that point yet, but Gale can absorb some items. It's actually a part of his quest. Fortunately, he only does it like 2 or 3 times. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. What about that later? Let's go talk to this guy right quick. Do I have any Infernal Ire? No, it's probably in the chest back at camp. Alright. We'll worry about that in the future. Howdy.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task. Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
Sounds good to me.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins.
Alright. So, I'm going to teach you guys a neat little trick. I'm probably going to make a guide video about neat little tips and tricks that you can do to make your life a lot easier. First and foremost, bartering and shopping. So, there's a neat little trick you can do.
Need anything else?
Like to your wares.
Of course. But please,
so this is the trade menu. Here you can give stuff to a merchant to get buffs. In case you can't tell, I have a 14% discount on when I buy stuff from him, and he will buy stuff at a 14% markup from me. I believe the highest it'll go is like 50 to 75 maybe. There's a way to cheese this apart from giving them just a metric fuck ton of jewelry. If you have a level 1 character, which you can do by talking to Withers and getting one of the hirelings, and just never leveling them up. You can take a high level gear, like a purple, and on them, give it to the merchant as a gift. This will increase your standing with them by an obscene amount. This is because it's based off of your level and where you're at in the game, not the quality of the material, really. The quality does help, of course, but yeah. With a level 1 character dropping in a legendary or something that really high level you don't need, you'll get a just massive boost. Like nearly maxing it out. It's really freaking useful trick. And then you can get discounts from it. Also, it's easier to buy buy and sell stuff from someone with a high charisma. So, like, say, who has my highest charisma? 13, 10, 10,
Watch your
10.
back.
Stayed interesting.
Mahito will sell things better than Shadowheart, Karlach, Asterion. So keep that in mind as well. I think we're good for the time being. I'll actually spend time later selling stuff, so don't need to worry about that too much. Alright, there actually is... we'll do that next time. We've been inside the Grove for most of this set. Let's go out and do shit. Alright, so... what level are we? 3. Alright, let us head... up here. A little something we can do out here. Alright, let's quick save. Yeah, let's go this way. Oh yeah, I found out how to get into that basement. I'm gonna go do that real quick. Boop. Found out if you hold down R3, you get this, which allows you to see shit. And down here, Toll Collector's Key.
A key. It might open the Toll House vault.
I'm gonna come back here later to collect all this stuff. Excuse me. Alright, yeah. I was completely stupid about this. Alright, just to make things easier, split. If anyone steps on any of these pressure plates, or if we trigger any of the traps, we'll have issues, so. Move. Onto there.
There's a pressure plate in the chair, but I'm missing something.
Over here. You also just have people sit in these too. Come on. There we go. Basically anything to lower the to get the depress. Give me this. Give me this. Okay.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Oh boy. So we're gonna hop that.
Be wary. This place
So
is trapped.
that line is a trap. Gotta be careful of that. Gimme. A lot of stuff in here. Those. Alright. Time to loot. Keep one greatsword, dagger, sickle, and something else for future use.
That will fit in my bag.
So collect all this and sell it. Anything in here? Alright. Did I get that traveler's chest? Nope. Great sword. Any and all ingots, by the way, you can just sell. They serve no purpose. Whoop! There we go. Alright, and we are good. Alright, let's see here. Let's give out the loot. Oh, yeah, she's good, she's good.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Alright. Any better shields? All +2, so it doesn't matter. Starion.
What a day.
Rapier. Nope. There we go.
Can't give up now.
How's my carry weight? That's fine. All right. Quick save. Let's just go. I want to kill things. It's been a hot minute since I played Mahina. I do plan on respecking every character eventually, so. Alright, give me that, because why the hell not? Sublimate of Autumn Crocus. Dead hyena. Ow. One of you, never mind.
I've got a long road ahead.
Yep. Okay, let's go.
That symbol in the blood.
Let's do this. So, two ways of dealing with this. One is talking to this bitch, which we're not going to do because they just shot me. So get bent.
Time for some bloody work.
Time to kill.
The other is to side with the gnolls. Did I get no? Soul knocked. What does that do again? Can't use actions or actions. Lovely! Fuck you. It was that bitch that did it. God damn it. Celestials, fiends, and undead.
Hear that? Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Rugon. Is this why you're probably gonna die, mate? Oh! Oh, they just ran! You guys are assholes. Let's go. I can.
Need to learn the hard way.
Fucking hell, you and your... What's your AC? Damn it. I'm already missing my fireballs. Do I have any scrolls that'll be useful here?
The shock of psychic pain. You see yourself through her eyes, a pulsing red cluster of organs. Feast. No. The voice has forbidden this meat. Gnolls see your whole world as a meal. This voice is acting as a leash, but it won't hold them for long. As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I love that, just authority.
Deep in the chaos of her mind, something responds to your command. A tadpole, but a sudden pulse of rage severs your connection to the parasite, expelling you from her mind. No matter what the voice says, you are meat. Everyone is meat.
Alright, got that. Haven't had one of those in a while. Add that later for the comp. Fuck! Got a quick save before coming here. God damn it. Fucking hell. Today is gonna be a bad day. I can already tell. Radiance. Is Asterian's just out of range? Fucking hell. I forgot to check vitamin scrolls. Not on me. Fuck off. Get bent. It's a good thing I used the healing pulse. Thank you, Shadowheart. Alright. Fucking.
Let's finish this.
Alright, let's bane this big bitch, this bitch, and this bitch. How's staring at its death saving throws? Oh! One succeed, one fail. Alright. He might be able to stabilize. Where's Reckless? Actually, hold on. Can I? Still too heavy. God damn. I need to get my strength up. Alright. There goes Kali, or Mahina. Good thing I baneed that ass. Alright, where's my lay on hands? Greater. Oh, Asterian's about to go down. Shit, just saw that. Need action for that. Alright then, let's try this. Nope, can't dip it. I thought I could dip it in the acid. Alright. Let's have her pop a healing potion. I have a bonus action. Why can't I use it? Alright, then let's try it from the menu. No, it's not working for some reason.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
dodge, good dodge. We might still be able... Shut up. I was about to say, might still be able to pull this off. Oh, come on, Larian. Just survive one more round. Oh, finally, I hit the fucker.
Soldier, I need your help.
Alright, let's help Larian. Greater healing.
Dance macabre.
Okay. You are a hoe.
My wounds are too much to bear.
Alright, so I want to keep my bonus action. Well, these guys is level 5. Ah, okay. That explains it. Yeah, he is dead. Damn. Load game. If it wasn't for that one, ugh. It was a DC 2. I should have pulled it off. Ah. We got this. Let's see. I might have some scrolls back at camp in my box. Oh, Gale. You okay, buddy?
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
Alright, what don't I need? I don't plan on using that. There you go.
Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time she became my muse. And later even my lover. Oh yes, we enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. Though not, I think, my methods. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Suffice it to say, I obtained an obscure and ancient book that had locked away inside a much coveted prize. It was a fragment of primal weave, locked out of time, locked away from Mystra herself. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in, into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave pulses. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. Rather worse, actually. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
Mate, everyone here has a ticking tadpole bomb inside their heads. We're good. We understand. Let's see here.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Yeah. Okay. So, I wasn't expecting that cutscene, so, we're going to call it here for the most part. I am going to give you a little bit of advice before I go, though. If you have the gold, which I do have the gold for it, get yourself Brianna here. I think I mentioned how she works to create potions. Get a bard, because you can have them cast bardic inspiration on the party you choose to bring with you. And then a third person of your choice to be your level 1 flunky to sort of cheese any shops in case you want to sell stuff at a high premium. That type of a thing. But we're not going to be doing the third one for a while because we're still relatively low level. I'd recommend doing this more around level 6, 7, maybe even 8. Until you reach level... when you reach level 10, definitely do it then. But, yeah, that's kind of the case there. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this set. I'll see you guys next time we continue from here. I hope you guys enjoyed my little reading. I'm going to go out around the map in certain locations and gather up any materials. I'm going to avoid, of course, locations that have cutscenes and stuff like that. So, I'll see you guys next time, but until then, as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye!